Hello, welcome back to Never Had a Boyfriend with me, Katie Green. This is episode number 4 with my very funny friend, Samira Banks. If you enjoy the podcast, if you love listening, please leave a 5-star review. That really helps so much. Please save, subscribe. And if you really, really enjoy and you want to help the podcast more, I do have a Patreon. The link is in bio wherever you're listening. And I hope you enjoyed the episode.
Never had a boyfriend with Katie Green.
Let's just get straight into it. Why do you think I don't have a boyfriend?
Oh, that's a tough one to ask straight at the top. But I think it's you just haven't met the right person yet.
Okay.
Yeah, having a boyfriend is easy. I've told you this. I think you could have a boyfriend whenever you wanted to. It's just like you're not willing to settle, and that's fine.
You say willing to settle, but then what about standards? When is it settling and when is it standards?
I think like it's okay. So I think like if you're in the headspace where you're like, I want a boyfriend right now.
Yeah.
Like, and I've been in this headspace before. I think a lot of people have been. If I'm like actively looking for a boyfriend, then some qualities are going to matter to me and some aren't, right? Like I'm going to be looking for someone who I like, who is like reliable, trustworthy, nice, kind, etc.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to care less about certain things that I might care about if I'm just looking for something casual. Like I'm going to have a different set of standards. But basically, I think like when you go out, what I notice in myself is that if I tell myself that I want a boyfriend, but I don't actually want a boyfriend, I notice because I'm like being super picky. And I'm being more picky than what is reasonable for someone who actually wants a relationship. Because if you actually want a relationship, then there are some things that shouldn't matter.
Like what?
Like little things. Like I was like seeing this guy who was like lovely and wonderful and seemed like he was interested in me very seriously for a relationship. And one of the reasons I didn't want to see him anymore was because I said that I liked Pitbull and he thought that was a joke, and B, that he vaped.
But I think those are both
those are not valid
Those are
reasons.
so fair.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
If you really care about a relationship, those are not things that should stop you from seeing someone who is lovely.
No, I think so. Because
No.
first of all,
No.
not liking Pitbull, that's like a big lifestyle and moral difference. I think if someone doesn't like Pitbull, it's like, oh, then what are you doing with your life? Like, how do you not like Pitbull? He has like the most club tracks ever. Like, what does he like? What did the guy like?
It wasn't even that he didn't like Pitbull. It was that I said I love Pitbull and he laughed.
Yeah,
Like he thought that was a joke. And immediately in my head, I was like, this is over.
Yeah, I mean, I would find that racist if he did that. So
I also think it's racist to not like Pitbull if you're a white person.
I think it's not okay to not like Pitbull.
Because it's like, oh, you like the Beatles,
Yeah, no.
but you don't like Pitbull? He has, I think, more top songs than the Beatles.
I think he has. Well,
The same.
I agree with that. I totally agree with that. I mean, the Beatles. How many people are dressing up like the Beatles these days?
True.
He created a movement.
True. No one talks about that.
No one talks about it.
But that's being picky. I'm putting my foot down that is being picky behavior.
But I also think the vaping, I'm very unattracted to vaping too, but I think that's because it's a lifestyle. I don't want to be around the smoke or the vapor. And also the guys who are addicted to the vape it's unattractive.
No, but that's all things that if you cared about having a relationship, you could deal with
I don't
someone.
think I
like,
could.
Someone who's like, okay, if you are like fundamentally you suck, or like you are like inconsistent or rude, those are not things we can deal with. Even if we're in a relationship, that's not something that we can deal with. But something like you not being on board with Pitbull or like you vaping, those aren't like character traits that should stop you from getting into a relationship with someone if you truly want to be in a relationship.
But isn't vaping like that's like a lifestyle choice? Like, okay, so would you date someone if I'm like a really active person? Like, would I date someone who doesn't go to the gym? Like, wouldn't that like be? And that's how I feel about vaping. Like, if I don't drink alcohol, it'd be really hard to date someone who parties because I find vaping actually disgusting. It's so wasteful. It's expensive.
Yeah, but what's stopping you from telling this person like
So
I'd love it if you stopped vaping.
I went on a few dates with a guy who vaped, and he was like, he like tried to stop, but then he'd like go like this, like because like
Like
he
without
it.
But he was trying to stop.
He was trying to, yeah,
And
but
that's
he
really
lasted
sweet.
3 days.
But I still think that's a green flag. Like he's trying to change that.
But he didn't. So next.
If you're out there.
Yeah, if you're listening.
But what happened with him?
I just wasn't interested. And he did say to me, he's like, it doesn't seem like you're making space for a boyfriend. It doesn't seem like you want to date somebody right now.
This is what I
But then
do.
I find it confusing because it's like, okay, well, so when is it that I'm not making space, or is it just that I'm like not attracted to you? Like, yeah, it is easy to get a boyfriend. Like I could have dated this guy, you know, but I didn't like him, like nothing. And it's not even that like that spark. They say that you're not supposed to like have that like that roller coaster of emotion like in the beginning, but I just didn't. It just wasn't there, you know. Like I want somebody that I'm like really interested in talking to.
See, but that's what I'm saying. So it's not like you were like, why have I never had a boyfriend? And it's because you're looking for something special. You're not just looking for a boyfriend.
Right. So the thing is that finding someone special, how does one simply do that? Also, what's your relationship status right now?
A single.
Single. Okay. It's all right. Same
I just
as per the podcast.
felt really exposy.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I can cut that out
No, it's fine.
if you don't want people to know.
No, I don't mind that actually.
I tell everyone who's everyone that I'm single. I think they kind of know.
Imagine if I was like married. At my somewhere I used to work, there was once a rumor that I was cheating on my husband,
Really?
which came about because someone met me, one of my friends from work who like didn't know me that well yet, thought I was married. And then someone else was like, oh, she went on a date yesterday. And then she was like, no, she didn't. She's married. And they were like, she definitely did. And then she was like, oh my God. And then like she spread, basically this rumor came about that I was cheating on my husband. And I found out because I went to this event and everyone was doing really weird around me. And then I went to her because she was the only person I knew. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. These people are being really weird around me. And she was like, oh, I think it's because they think you're cheating on your husband. At which point I was like, I don't have a husband. And she was like, oh,
What?
I accidentally spread this rumor about you. And that was crazy. I felt so lit because I was like, not only am I married, I'm also cheating. Like, that's a pretty dope thing for everyone to think about me when I'm not that at all.
That's so funny.
That was cool. Maybe I would do that.
You think you would cheat?
No.
No.
I don't have it in me.
I
I
don't-
threatened to.
You have?
No, I haven't. But probably if push came to shove,
You would threaten to cheat? I
But
think I
then
would threaten to leave.
I wouldn't actually do it.
I don't think I could threaten
you're right.
people.
Threaten to leave. Yeah, I don't. I'm saying all this, but I'm actually, I think, a really nice girlfriend. So
So your first relationship, was it? You think it was? You learned a lot from it?
my first relationship, I was like 16
Wow,
to like 19,
3 years.
around about. Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys go to prom together?
We moved countries together.
What?
Yeah, because we met in high school, and then we were dating in high school, and then we went to the same university. So we both went to Scotland.
You both decided to go to the same university?
I got him to apply to the university I was applying to.
Oh my God! And then what happened?
And then I went away for the summer, like between first year and second year.
This is to Mexico?
No.
No.
I just went, like, I was working at a summer camp or something.
Okay.
And so we were separate for a few months. And then, I don't know, I just had this moment where I'm like, I'm 19. Why am I in a serious relationship? And then I came back and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And yeah, I think it was sad.
Oh my
But
God.
he's doing great now.
That's good.
I mean, that was like 10 years ago.
Wow. And was that the most fundamental relationship you've had?
No. Then I was in like a 4.5-year relationship.
4.5 years? Oh my God, you have so many years on me. Wow.
So, which is why you should believe my advice.
Wow.
I don't
But then
think you should.
okay, do you think you settled with these boys?
No, I think like my first boyfriend, I was 16, so like That
Yeah.
shouldn't- Nothing you do under the age of, I think, 25 should ever count
Okay.
fundamentally.
Okay,
And
that's
then-
fair.
Yeah, like, you know how you don't get grades until you're at a certain level at school, like 4th grade or something? You don't
Okay.
get like actual grades.
Yeah.
I think that should apply to like anything you do under the age of 25.
25. I don't know. You learn a lot though. I think those are good learning years.
Yeah, it should be like a learner's permit.
Yeah.
You should have like a
Provisional.
sign. Then the 4.5 year relationship, I was like 21 to 26.
Okay.
And then I was in like a 8-month relationship until a year ago. So that's my collection of relationships. All the guys that I have had as boyfriends have been amazing people.
See, you've talked about this, about how you regularly meet nice guys, and I regularly meet pretty not nice guys. I think majority of the guys I meet are like, they're just like no one you're proud of, you know, like it's like it's no one I'd be like, grandma, found a good one, you know what I mean? Like it's a bit the like, oh yeah, I am, yeah, that's the guy I'm seeing, you know, like it's never, and I don't know how to find any.
Where do you find them?
I don't know.
Well, I think nice guys are out there.
I meet them out sometimes, and I just feel like, you know, I also feel like, you know, some guys are clearly red flags, and I'm like, okay, it'll work.
But like, I feel like didn't you date like a basketball player?
Yeah, I did date a
Like,
basketball player,
that's
and that
cool.
was,
I would show my grandma a basketball
yeah,
player.
no, I imagine I was one of a million, like, you know what I mean?
I see what you mean. I think it's because I'm like so scared of getting my feelings hurt. That
Okay.
if I meet a guy that I feel like is like that, immediately I'm like so many walls up. Or I try my best not to engage with them. Sometimes I do cave. But generally, if I meet a guy that I feel like you're very conventionally attractive and you get a lot of, you might have like multiple girlfriends, I'll just,
Oh, that's good.
you know, what am I going to do with that?
Yeah.
I don't want to be involved in that.
No, I do have the element of like, when a guy is too attractive, I do specifically like to not give him attention. I think that's very fun for me. But I do feel like there's still a guy who is, I think funny gets me the most. I think when a guy is funny, it's really hard to see past any of his potential red flags.
That's true. That's scary in comedy.
Yeah.
That is really scary. You have to have your guard up all the time.
All the time. And it's also like, especially like when people who aren't in the field make you laugh, it's like
we're in STEM.
we are in STEM. People who aren't in the industry, when they're not in it and they make you laugh, then it's like, oh, okay, like you can hang. That's really attractive, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm trying to remember, like, I feel like since I started comedy, have I met guys outside of comedy who are funny? I spend too much time around comedians.
I know, I do
and
too.
it's upsetting. It's really upsetting. But sometimes I'll go on a dating app date and I'll be like, oh, actually, I laugh a lot. And it's a big problem because I, like, a lot of times, especially if I'm on a date, the thing I laugh the most at, like, I was seeing this guy recently and, like, he was not trying to be funny.
Oh.
And I just found everything he was saying so funny. Like, you know when it's like someone's like mere existence? I'm like, there's no way you're actually saying this right now. So I'll be losing it. And then they think they're really funny. And then they'll be like, wow, no one's found me this funny before. I went on a date with this one guy and he was like, oh, I bet I was like laughing so much. So I like laugh a lot at everything.
Yeah.
And he was like, I bet you haven't laughed like this in a long time.
Oh my
and I was
God.
like, I laugh this much in my room. Like sometimes my flatmates say they like sit in the living room, they can hear me laughing in my room and they know I'm alone. Like they know I'm not with anyone and I'm just laughing at like maybe like if I get into like a meme hole. You know?
Yeah.
And he was like, I bet like this is the funniest. And I was like, it's not. I'm like this literally all the time.
The arrogance to be like, I bet you haven't laughed like this in a while. That's.
So I think that's why I maybe don't notice when guys are that funny, because I'm just generally laughing.
Oh, I mean, I do. It's kind of hard for guys to make me laugh because I think they can't be too arrogant.
So you don't laugh at like you know, if you go on a date with someone and they just say something, you're like, there's just no way you thought that was a good thing to say right now.
I mean, I would laugh like at that, but I think I'd probably be snarky about it. I'd be like, like it would be a different laugh than like my real laugh. You know what I mean?
Have I ever heard
I
you
like
laugh?
it's kind of Jimmy Carr-esque. It's not it's really like comedians like it, but no one else.
Wait, so if you don't laugh on dates, you just sit there like,
I know. That's your impression of me?
that's my impression of Katie.
You know what? Honestly, yeah. No, I mean, first of all, I haven't gone on a date in a while. I went on a date in January.
How are you going to find a boyfriend if you aren't going on dates, Katie?
I know, but it's really hard.
I've heard apparently Tinder's back.
I've heard this too. A lot of people are meeting on Tinder, but is it just to have sex?
No, you don't have to have sex.
Is the app though like that is what it implies?
I think like Tinder is probably, it can be a sex app, but I think people are meeting like regular, normal people on there.
Wow. And do you have success with the dating apps? No.
No. I know I don't. I meet like maybe 50% of people in real life and 50% on dating apps.
And where in real life are you meeting people?
So I really like, as of maybe like a year ago, because when I got like, obviously I started comedy quite relatively recently, given like the amount of years I've lived.
Yeah.
Like as a proportion of my years of life. So I got to this point where I was like, shit, like all I'm doing is like being around comedians.
Yeah.
And if I want to meet people that aren't comedians, I'm gonna have to like really try harder.
Yeah.
So I like now shoot my shot all the time.
Really?
Like, and I've met a lot of people in real life through that.
And you just like go up to them and say, hey. I don't know. What do you say?
Yeah, like if I'm at like a party or like obviously like I like this is like parties of like friends who aren't comedians. So
Okay.
I have a lot of friends that aren't comedians, and like, you know, maybe we'll go out, maybe it'll be a birthday, something like that. And if I like am chatting to someone, I'll like go one step further and be like, maybe before I leave, I'll be like, do you want to take my number, or like, do you want to add me on Instagram? Which like I wouldn't do normally, but I have started doing that, and it's like got me pretty great results. And that, like, I think there's like a big narrative of like you shouldn't do that or whatever, but like I've met like a lot of guys who like they're just kind of like nervous or awkward.
Yes, because also I feel like a lot of guys talk about, yeah, it's kind of scary to approach women now because of the Me Too movement. So our guys just not like going up anymore.
It's not like, I think like sometimes it's hard to gauge, and I think like it depends who you are. Like I have friends who are girls who like are just so approachable and so like have a lot of sex appeal, and like guys will immediately approach them and be like, can I have your number? And like I don't have that vibe. And I'm not saying like even looks vibe. Like I've learned actually that I give off like quite cold and like quite like stranger danger energy when I meet a guy out in the wild.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I'm not like that as a person, but apparently I'm like that around like strange men. So for me, if I don't say like, do you want to take my number? A lot of them think I'm just talking to them, but they're not sure that I'm interested.
Oh.
And then once they know that, like, it's just up to them really. Like once someone has your number, obviously like whatever they do then matters. But I think until that point, I think it's fine to bring it up because you don't know what energy you're putting out.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. God, I get so really scared. I haven't made a move in a while.
But like, what's the worst? Like, because I do it so often now, I'd say like sometimes it yields great results, and a lot of the times it's like no, and I'm like, okay, like I don't care at all anymore.
How do you get past the point of caring? Just repetition?
Like I care about being rejected by someone that I have like feelings for.
Right.
But if someone I met like half an hour ago, like, why are you rejecting me based on like what I look like, or like maybe you're in a relationship? I don't know. Like that doesn't bother me.
I get quite scared. I get really red. So I get like really scared that I'm just gonna like just flare up.
But I don't think that would. If someone actually thought you were cute, they won't care that your face is red.
In my head, I'm like they're gonna be like, oh my god, what's this? Why has this girl got sunburnt?
Who cares? Like no one's thinking that.
One guy did his thinking. One time there's this really cute guy. One time there was this cute guy on the football team, and I saw him at school, at university, and we were in the hallway, and I said hi to him, and then my face got so red. I was just, my face would always get red. And then I said, when I said hi, he was like, whoa, you just got sunburned. And I was like, yeah, I did.
Yo, that's bullying.
No, he genuinely thought I got sunburned.
Like in the space
In the
of
building. And I'm like, this happens. He's like, wow. Like, he was actually like really.
But then what happened?
Well, we ended up hooking up.
See, so it doesn't matter. That's what I was saying. No one cares.
But it does.
No one cares.
It does.
It didn't stop
nothing happened. Nothing like formulated. He was.
You think that he was like, I'll hook up with her, but I'm not gonna be in a relationship with someone who gets sunburned in a building.
I think so.
Those jeans are not good.
I think he was thinking that. He was like, nah, way too red, this girl.
I think what you can also do is if you go, like, if I go to a party with my friends and especially if they're like guys there. So if it's like a guy friend and then he has a friend that I like, I'll just tell him like, I like your friend. And then like 2 minutes later, he'll be there. Easy. I don't know if that's cheating, but that works.
That stresses me out.
Why?
That becomes so schoolgirl to me.
I know it's schoolgirl, but it works. It works.
I become very like, no, don't tell him. No, okay, tell him. Okay, don't let me know.
But this is someone you've met like 5 seconds ago.
I don't meet many guys.
Like even if you go to like a pub, there are men there. Like I'll talk to guys at pubs.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So I get scared about wasted conversation.
What?
Really stresses me out.
What are you talking about?
It's actually a big fear of mine.
Conversation?
Like being stuck in a conversation with a guy that's I'm like,
oh, you do 5 minutes in and out. Like within 5 minutes, I know.
I
if there's
can
a vibe
never
or not.
get out of anything.
What do you mean? Just walk away. I'll just be like, oh, I have to go, and I'll just walk away.
Really?
I literally just met this guy. Why would I care?
Oh my God. For me, it's like I just say that. That's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Like I'll just stay there and be like, but secretly be hating it.
What? What about?
There's something so wrong with me. The more I do this podcast, the more I realize
There's nothing wrong with you. But I do feel like every time I bring up, like, why don't you do this? You're like, no.
Yeah.
And it's like a perfectly normal thing to do.
Yes, I agree with that. It is a normal thing to do.
But these are all things that, again, all the things you're bringing up are like things that are avoidable. Like if you're worried about getting stuck in a conversation with a guy for more than 5 minutes, we can go to a pub together and I can have a 5-minute timer. And anytime you're in a conversation with a guy for more than 5 minutes, I can come get you.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I don't care to be the one that the guy's like, don't cock block me. I don't know him.
Right.
So I don't care. We're going to go to a pub.
Yeah.
We're going to test this. And then we can come do a feedback session.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Or we can do it with I can wear a dash cam.
Dash cam. That would be really good for
And
dating.
it'll be like a live episode of your podcast.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fun.
Right?
Yeah, because I think the real
Like a GoPro.
That's so great.
It'll be a conversation starter.
It would be like, what is this girl doing? I also don't go out much.
But you do, like you go to like cafes, pubs. Surely you don't go to pubs? Where do you go during the day? You go to gym classes.
Yeah, I
You
don't
could
talk
speak
to
guys
people there.
But you could. I know people who met at the gym.
I find most people at the gym when they're like, I think they're looking at me and then they're actually just looking at themselves in the mirror. Do you notice that? Like,
No, because I don't go to the gym enough. But I should. I'm just at the pub.
But I would like to go to the pub and meet people.
I wouldn't approach people at the gym just because, like, if that's my gym and I'm coming back there.
Yes.
But if you have membership for, like, say you go to, like, Pure Gym or whatever, you could go to a Pure Gym not in your area and practice chatting with people.
Oh, that's a good idea. But also while people are working out, I always don't want to inconvenience. Oh, sorry to inconvenience, but Hello.
I just think.
And how do you know if someone has a boyfriend? You just
What, like if they're gay?
or no, if they have a girlfriend. If they're in a relationship.
If you approach someone and you start up a conversation with them, even if it's about like anything, like, hey, do you know how to use? Be a classic girl. Can you show me how to do this squat thing?
Yeah.
Now I sound like I've never worked out in my life.
This squat thing.
But you can tell by someone's vibe. Maybe they'll ask you a couple questions, you
Right,
know? Like
if they're
they'll get the
interested.
conversation rolling, or they'll be like, yeah, this is how you squat by. And then you're like, okay, this person, for whatever reason, is not interested.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's how I would do. But then you could chat to a guy for ages. Like, I've had dudes like hit on me after gigs and follow me and then still hit on me, and you're like, your girlfriend's in your profile
Yeah,
picture.
that's terrible. I
So
hate that.
that's
Yeah.
horrifying.
Yeah, that is scary.
Yeah.
The pub is a pretty good place to meet people, though,
The
right?
pub's chill because like you can be drunk, which makes it easier. But
Yeah.
you could do it at the gym if you don't want to meet someone at the pub.
Do you drink every time you go to the pub?
Not necessarily. I can now do this without drinking. Like, trust me. What do you call it? Like, exposure therapy? If
Yeah.
you do it enough, you'll literally stop caring. I'm like a dude. But basically, anyone can shoot their shot at anyone. It's fine.
Yeah. You're
Nothing bad will happen.
right. 100%.
Especially with men. Like, I feel like it must be scarier to hit on women. Because women can be mean. But a man's not going to be mean to you if you approach him. He might murder you years later. But in that moment, you'll be nice.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Men are nicer generally, yeah.
Also, like, you go to places like members clubs and stuff. You can talk to people there.
Yeah, you're right. I get scared. I think I get really scared to talk to people. When I was younger, I used to approach people more, and I think when you stop, you get more in your head about it.
When did you stop?
I reckon when I got into a bad situationship, I kind of stopped then. Although during COVID, I went up to a guy in a park, and that was really bold of me.
That is bold.
Yeah.
In a park. What did you say?
Well, he was playing football, and I went up to him, and I was like, "Do you train adults?" And then
Was he with kids?
He was a kid. He's with a kid. Yeah, yeah.
Or do you just...
I'm just like, he's just by himself. I'm like, do you train adults?
And what did he say?
He's like, no, not really, but like you can take my card and whatever. So then I took his card and then I messaged him saying, can I do a session? And then he's like, yeah, we can do Tuesday. And then I get a WhatsApp, that says, I'm going to do a session with that bird on Tuesday. And then it deleted. And then he said, sorry, typo. But like I imagine that he thought I didn't see it because I hadn't opened it yet. And so then I go to the session. I pay £50 for this session.
Well, I would not pay if someone sent me that message.
Well, I paid £50 for this session. We did some normal drills. He had cones. It was all very official. Okay. And then the second session, I was running late. Then it got a bit more flirty. We're not flirty, but we were talking a bit more about non-football related stuff. And basically, we when I was leaving to go to that session, the second one, I texted him saying like I was running late, and but it didn't send. So he got the message after I met him, and he was like, "Oh, was this to the wrong person?" And I said, "No, this bird doesn't text the wrong people." And then it was kind of like
Funny. That's
banter, whatever. Yeah, 2-week-old callback.
That's an Edinburgh show right there.
So then then like we go for a date or whatever, but mind you, I've already paid this man £100 because I did 2 sessions. And so I ordered like crazy on that. I ordered so much. I'm like, I'll take the salmon. I'll get a starter. I think I got caviar. I was like, I have put in a down payment to this date.
He did train you.
He did.
during
Well,
those
the second
sessions, or he
one. The
didn't?
second one was like. Also, all the equipment was child size.
He does not train adults.
So the ball.
He's never trained an adult.
The ball was smaller, like everything in them, and like the goal was like really small, and I was like, no, it's totally fine. Yeah, I can still work on technique.
That's insane.
Oh yeah, it was yeah.
But then what happened?
Oh, I think what happened was, if I'm gonna be vulnerable, it was just like awkward, but also I just feel like it's because I was like nervous and I just, you know, when you're like, I feel like this happens to me a lot where I'm nervous, but I'm also like, I feel like pressure and be like, I've got to make up lost time, or I've got to like, oh, I need experience. I need to like accumulate experience.
Do you also have like no a step change from this,
Yeah.
but like general kiss blindness? Because I have this, like, I won't know that someone is like trying to kiss me until like they're here.
Oh no, so I'm a germaphobe. I don't like anyone getting near my face. Like I have to really like you if you're in proximity to me. So if somebody does do that, I will like matrix back.
No, but I mean like the lead up. Like, so if someone's like, let's go outside and smoke a cigarette, let's blah blah blah.
I don't
The lead up
I don't
bits?
get to that, like
You don't even do that.
I don't get to the I've had somebody like fall to the floor trying to give me a kiss on the cheek because I was like, you are not coming near my face, sir. He literally like face planted on the floor. And I was like, don't lean in for a kiss. Like that actually really bothers me when men do that.
Iconic.
Because like, you're not European. You're not like, this is not in your culture. You're being a creep. Like you're an old man trying to touch my face. It so makes me so uncomfortable.
That's so funny. I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was an option.
So basically what happens is because they'll lean in like, and then at very last minute you pull back. And then they just, boom, the gravity just took them. Gravity took them that day.
I just get so blindsided.
Yeah.
Like, because I just don't see it coming. So then when it is coming, I have so little time to decide what I'm going to do. Because, like, I literally clock it when it's, like, here.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, they're going in for a kiss. But it's, like, too late to move. I don't know. But I'm trying to get better at, like, detecting it.
Yeah, it's hard.
Earlier. It's just because I wouldn't. You just don't assume that that's
and
what
also
someone's
some guys,
trying to do.
Like, okay, so let's talk about this. What are red flags for you? Like, if somebody doing that, is
But
that
I don't mean in a red flag. Sometimes this is someone I like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this could be someone like I have a crush on. This could be someone that I've been hanging out with. But like,
And
I
you
just assume everything they're saying to me is like platonic.
Okay.
Like, I just don't. I assume there's no vibe
Right.
unless you explicitly make a move.
Okay. So what are red flags?
What, like in general
Yeah.
for relationships?
Yeah.
Inconsistency.
Okay.
I hate that. I hate people who aren't reliable. Oh, I hate it so much. I really have to like actively try not to like immediately cut people off
When they make
like
a plan
that.
and then they're like, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a no.
What are you talking about? Like, of all the relationships that I've been in, which I've told you, like, so cumulatively,
Yeah.
almost 8 years, none of those guys ever, maybe twice, canceled on a plan.
What?
And if so, like, with notice and with an excuse.
That's fantastic.
They never, like, missed my calls or, like, canceled a plan or pulled out of something.
But that's
ever.
because you created that boundary, right?
It's because they're, like...
They were good guys.
That's something that is so important to me when I'm, like, getting into an actual... Casual things, flings, stuff like that, I would never vouch for the character of the men that I have had.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this and we've had a casual fling, that means nothing. Your character could be awful. But like actual relationships, I would not enter into a serious relationship with someone who hasn't shown me that they're like consistent and reliable. That's because my dad taught me that. He said that that's the most important thing in a partner, and I believe that.
You know, girls with fathers do tend to date better. I do think that I think
Guilty.
girls with
I have
good
a father.
fathers, I do find that their ability to keep their standard higher is
That literally keeps me going,
Mhm.
actually, because when a man treats me badly, like once, I remember one of my exes in a very heated fight, and this was very out of character for him, but he called me stupid. Like, we were having an argument, and he got really fed up, and he called me stupid. And I remember, like, I cried so much after that, because I was just thinking, if my dad knew that someone had called his daughter stupid,
Mhm.
that would break his heart. And that broke my heart. Like, it wasn't that someone called me stupid. It was like, I was heartbroken for him.
Yeah, but having those standards really and having that being like, no, this would really make them sad. Yeah, it's good to have that morally.
It's nice.
Because I have that a bit, but like with my mom, but I'll be more so be like, oh, I would not want to tell my mom this. Or like when I would be too embarrassed that like I allowed this to happen. I get
Yeah,
like,
but that's the same, I feel like, sentiment, isn't it?
yeah, but I'll still like secretly do it. Like,
But like maybe because you have the element of like loving yourself and you know that your mom wouldn't want that for you, but maybe you haven't seen that behavior modeled by a man.
yeah.
So you're like, maybe this is just how men behave.
Yes, I think I give so many excuses to men of being like that. Maybe that's just them. Maybe that I canceling plans. I mean, I almost every guy I've dated has been bad at plans, and it breaks my heart. Like
I just physically cannot
yeah,
deal with it.
it
Like
makes
if you
me
cancel
so
plans
sad.
with me like in a rude way, like twice, I just don't. What am I gonna do with you?
Yeah, my first love. He'd be like, meet me here, and then he like wouldn't show up, and it would be brutal.
But my question, because I have friends who do this, not who are on the receiving end like you, and they've like stuck through it. How do you do that?
I was young. I was like 18.
Okay, yeah. When
And
you're
so
18.
like, you know, and also like when you really like someone, like we were really close. So like and I would make excuses. I'd be like, "Oh, well, you know, maybe he's going through a hard time, or maybe like I would make so many excuses." But then the problem is like we're friends still, but every single time I go to meet him, I get the like PTSD of being like maybe he's not going to show up.
yeah.
And then he'll be like, "I'm here." And I'm like, "Oh no, like maybe you're not going to be there." Like it's like really bad. It's like, cause I remember the feeling's just awful.
It's a terrible,
Terrible
feeling. Like, yeah, even with friends, I struggle with that. Like, I have friends who are like that, and like, it costs me every cell in my body to not just like, because with people like that, I'm like, I don't want to ever have you in my life. Like, I just want to be away from you.
Yeah.
I don't want anything from you.
Yeah.
But it's hard. I don't know.
Now what's a green flag?
Good communication. Something that I loved in my last relationship, which I think I really learned from him, is like he was so good at like making space for my feelings.
Oh, that's nice.
So I've been practicing like over the years, like being more vocal about how I feel, because I'll just like keep it like in my 4.5-year relationship, like honestly, like 4 years in, I was like, it just like told him things like, oh, I actually don't like certain parts of our relationship, that he was like, how have you not brought this up ever? Like in 4 years. And I was like, I just couldn't voice my needs. So anyways, I've tried to get like better at that.
Yeah.
And so I tried to do it like right off the bat, like this is how I feel, this upsets me, blah, blah. And so in my last relationship, I was doing that, and he was just incredible at like, I'd be like, you know, whatever, it upsets me when you do this. And immediately he'd like, listen to me, really take it into consideration, be like, I'm so sorry, and like change his behavior. And that's it. Like he wouldn't be like, but you did this yesterday, or like, but what about this? Or like never. Like he would
that's really
always
good.
just accept it and always be like, that's the most valid thing I've ever heard. Even if I don't think it's valid, he'd like validate it, and he wouldn't defend. And it taught me a lot, because I'm like, wow, I don't do this when people come to me with an issue. And now I try to do that, because I'm like, that's just a wonderful feeling.
That's beautiful. I love that.
It's nice. And then when you see that, you see so many guys who are the opposite. Like how many guys have you met that you're like, oh, it upsets me when you do this, or like, please don't do that. Immediate defense. Immediate. Well, I didn't mean that. Oh, well, I forgot. Well, I blah.
You took it the wrong way.
Yeah, you do this like immediately. And now I can see that so clearly, because I've seen someone who's not like that.
That's beautiful. I'd love to find that.
It is beautiful.
Well, we will continue this conversation to some degree. Probably at a pub for 5 minutes with a boy.
Off air. Yes.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Should I
we go do that?
Should we right now?
We're going to go approach. No, I'm not going to, but I'm going to chaperone you.
Okay.
And you're going to approach two
Hey,
people.
boys.
Two people.
Two people?
Two people.
Hey.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'll make you cue cards.
Fuck, people are going to think something's wrong with me.
Okay. I'm going to fall.
Hello.
I'm going to fall.
Hello.
I'm going to fall. And then you're going to be like, oh my God, can you come help my friend? And then while they're helping me, you're going to start chatting them up.
They're going to be like, this girl's a bitch. They're going to be like, this girl's a bitch.
Okay, no, we
Her
can
friend
think of
just fell
something
and she's trying to get
better.
fucked.
What? We'll think of something.
I could just scan the room, and if there's no one good, then we'll go home and watch TV, because that's usually what I do when I go out. I just
Katie,
scan
what
the room.
I'm getting from this podcast is like, it feels to me, can I be so candid right now?
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
Like, you are saying you want a boyfriend in the way that you're like, it's like me saying I want a gym body, but not even having a gym membership. At the moment, if you'd like to sponsor me, I have no gym membership. That's what you're giving right now.
Yeah.
Like, you haven't even looked at the gym websites to pick one.
Yeah.
But you're here like, I don't have my gym body. Like, let's go to the gym and then.
It just sucks that the gym is the
Same.
pub, and it might. The thing is, you can go.
Except the gym is the pub and the guys might kill you.
It's really different.
It's really different. But you can't be being like, why? You can't open this podcast being like, why don't I have a boyfriend? And then along the podcast, I find out you haven't even spoken to a man in 6 months.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I feel
I'll edit this
played.
out. Yeah. Okay. Could have ended up Mexico.
No, you can edit this out.
No, but no,
I'm
that
serious,
it's
though.
100% true. But I think that I get worried that I'm gonna go out there and it's gonna just be like a waste of time.
But
And
it's less of a waste of time than not going out. If that's your goal. If your goal is to be inside and read a book, then speaking to a man is a waste of your time. Because that's not your goal. But if your goal is to have a boyfriend, like if my goal is my gym body, I need to be in the gym.
Yeah.
If my goal is to write a script, I shouldn't be in the gym. Do you know what I mean?
but I think
Do I sound like Andrew Tate right now?
no, I don't think so. I think you have a different accent.
Like, how is it a waste of your time if
No,
that's what you want?
But this is how I think of time. And this is what makes me worry. This is why I get worried about conversations. Like when a guy's like, oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, you do comedy. Oh, no way. And it's like, get me out of this fucking conversation. Like, I don't want to continue this.
Okay, your sign. You have to give me a sign when you want to get out of the conversation.
Get me out of
Guy
here.
sucks. Just start going.
Not a fan of this guy. Yeah, get him out of here.
But how is that a waste of your time? Because aren't you figuring out if if you like him or not in that time?
Yeah, I think the problem is I always feel like I know right away. And that's not true.
How
That's
can you know right away?
I don't know.
All the green flags I described, you wouldn't know that until you've known someone for at least 2 months.
Now I'm gonna be vulnerable to someone for 2 months. That fucking sucks.
You don't have to be super vulnerable.
I don't know how not to be. And that's the tea.
That makes sense, actually.
That's the big problem I have. I open my heart to everybody, and then I'm like, wait, that's so crazy that he's manipulating me. But how?
Oh.
How could he possibly manipulate me after I told him all the cheat codes?
Have you tried having lots of walls up?
Doesn't work well for me.
You've tried it?
No.
You should try it.
Wall up, but like, what am I gonna be like? Don't even care. Like, what's a wall up?
Like, it's like,
Don't-
I will be vulnerable with you once I've seen enough reason to be. Like, in my head, I have, like, all of these things, you know? Like, does he show up consistently? Is he kind? Has he expressed interest in me? Is he, I said consistent already. That's so important to me. Is he communicating well? Okay, this has been going on for a month, and he's consistently doing that. I will slowly let my guard down.
And be like, I love you. You're right.
No, at that point, I'll be starting to act like even maybe 50% of who I really am. Like, I'm so soft
Okay.
inside, but at that point, you think I'm mean. You've seen glimpses of niceness in me, but I haven't, like, done anything kind for you. I haven't really gone out of my way. I'm not being vulnerable until you've shown me that, like, you do all this stuff. And then I'm like slowly peeling away the layers. Sometimes I'll like start peeling away the layers and then it turns out he's actually not that nice and I'm like, oh no.
Oh no.
But a lot of the times, no.
I get that a lot, but very early on.
No, well, it's less likely the longer.
Yeah.
But still, it can happen. Like, I've known guys for like a month who've completely switched up after a month. I think like, what's the rule? Like 3 months technically, but it's very hard not to be at all vulnerable within 3 months. Like,
Yeah.
if I let my guard down after a month, and then you screw me over, I'm like, charge it to the game. Because I tried to have my walls up and you still played me. Good for you.
Really?
Good for you. You got that.
Wow.
Well done.
1 point to you.
Because I'm exhausted. I can't have my walls up all the time. But you should at the beginning,
Yeah.
I think, to protect yourself. But not so much so that you don't even go and speak to people. See, like, I feel like you actually have a lot of walls up.
Yeah, too many walls.
You actually built the Trump wall.
Yeah. Yeah, Trump's walls are around me right now. Yeah, that's fantastic. Don't let anyone in or out. Okay. Except when I go on holiday. All the walls are gone. And I'm like,
Really?
you're cute. Yeah.
Why?
I think it's because it's not I feel like I can be maybe myself, or I feel like I've actually never really properly dated anyone that where I've called a place like home. I think whenever I'm leaving, I'm like, then I'll meet a guy and be like, oh, that's so crazy that now that the love of my life is here when I'm already leaving. There's some issues with that. I realize.
I don't think any of the issues everyone has issues. Like, I was telling my friend the other day, like, she's a therapist, and I'll be like, I'll say something like, I just think I'm fundamentally unlovable, and she'll be like, almost everyone thinks that.
Yeah, I think that too.
Like, everyone thinks that. Get over it. So that's what she says to me. She'll be like, get over that thought, because, like, everyone thinks that. Like, you're not special, and just go date. And I'm like, yeah. So
that's what we're going to do.
that's what we're going to do.
We're all lovable. And that's been this. That's the tea. I hope I don't think all these cameras are off, by the way. And I'm still looking at all of them. They've all run out of battery and overheated. And it's just sound at this point. Well, thank you so much for being on the pod.
Thank you.
Do you want to plug your stuff?
Oh, follow me at Samira Banks Comedy.
Fantastic.
That's all the stuff I have.
Well, maybe I'll go find somebody now.
We're going to the pub.
We're going to the pub. See you guys there. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Never Had a Boyfriend. Like I said in the beginning, if you did enjoy it, if you want to help the podcast, please leave a 5-star review, subscribe wherever you listen. And if you really, really love it and you want to help more, I do have a Patreon, and that's an amazing way to help. And you can find those links wherever you're listening. Thank you so much, and see you next week. Bye-bye.